let's talk about what went well. All right, trying something a little different. I'm gonna bring you guys along for a wedding gig that I'm doing this weekend. I'm gonna be doing the DJing and also setting up a sound system. I think it's gonna be pretty cool, and I think you guys will like it. Let's go. All right, let me give you guys some backstory on the couple. It's my buddy Quinn. They are getting married. It's an outdoor ceremony with an indoor reception. I brought the 2 point source speakers, my Behringer wing rack, and I built a smaller rack that has 4 channels of wireless, 2 handhelds, and 2 bob. And we're on our way for the rehearsal right now. I have to get there, get everything set up. It starts at 5. It's 3:15. I think we're gonna be okay. It's about a 15-minute drive. I don't foresee it taking me longer than about an hour and a half at most to get set up. And I might only just do 1 speaker instead of the full sound system, but regardless, we need to make sure that I've got everything accounted for. Tonight will be a good kind of facts out of if I have enough power extension cables, XLRs, which I think I do. There's not that many inputs, but with it being outdoor, there's always those variables. We're gonna be running on a generator. We'll keep moving. Might grab a bite to eat first. They are feeding us, but that won't be until afterwards, so it might be kind of nice to get a little bite to eat, but yep, we'll see how the day goes. Just got everything set up. I'll give you guys a quick little run through. It's really basic setup, but should work pretty well for what they need it for. Right, so this is like the front little area. I'll probably clean up the cabling a little bit more, but essentially here you're gonna have an acoustic guitar player and 2 vocalists on wireless. I got my PreSonus CDL12, using it as a point source speaker. It works decently well for that. You just kind of have to tweak it a little bit. But when you're in the outdoor acoustics, it actually works pretty well. So in this rack over here is like my RF, all my wireless, and then my digital snake. Kind of localize all my inputs and outputs. And then I just have 1 Cat 6 and power running back to the rack. So we'll go that way now. Come all the way over here. And this is just the rehearsal tonight, so like all this junk will obviously be moved, and this is my little station, so kind of wrap around, you can kind of see what I'm rocking with. So we got the Behringer wing out here, and then my laptop running QLab, and then my iPad with mixing station. So very straightforward setup. Got all the cues built out from top to bottom. Shout out nano texture MacBook displays. This would not be possible without that. The whole thing with QLab is you just keep pressing spacebar and hopefully things go smoothly, but it's a really pretty venue out here. You can kind of see just kind of the scenic nature of everything. It's really pretty. I think we're going to be in the shade, which is great because it is a little warmer for this time of year, but overall that's kind of my world. We're gonna get rehearsal started soon. All right, it's the big day. I just got all my gear loaded from up the hill, down the hill. I'm gonna set you down and I'm gonna start setting up. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, we're set up. I'm gonna start charging batteries, including the battery for my camera. It is also low. I've got Shure SLX, these little guys on this little dual charging station. Can't recommend this setup enough. Very great. And then the other ones are just standard AA batteries for the Sennheisers. I'm swapping to a Countryman for the Efficient. Is that the word? And he's also going to take a lav. What he likes to do is take the lav and flip it to the front of his little folder that he's holding, so that when they say the vowels, he kind of like, it doesn't look as cheesy as you would think, but he kind of just like holds this up in between the bride and groom, and it actually works fairly well. It's a nice little way to amplify what is usually a pretty quiet and tender moment, but the family really enjoys hearing it, obviously. I'm gonna get my laptop and a few other little knickknacks and start faxing out the mics and doing some line checks. All right, it's time for the big moment here. People are gonna start rolling in, so I'm gonna try to set up a little side shot and capture some highlights for the wedding party. So yeah, let's get this party started.
It is my great honor to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Quinn and Chantel Renno.
We did it. Ceremony went pretty well. Just some RF interference. I didn't bring like the RF venue pack. Live and learn. I'll show you the setup. Boom. So now, instead of having them separate, I can just stack them all together, which is pretty sweet. So, mixing station, companion, Q-Lab, people. So, yeah, you can see I'm just kind of tucked away in the corner here. I did bring a subwoofer, so that should make some noise. Yep.
I have a very deep respect and admiration for you, my brother.
Let's talk about what went well. The ceremony was good. The sound system was awesome. I mean, it sounded great, full, rich, good clarity. Reception was fun. Yeah, a lot of fun in the reception. So no problems there. So what happened? It started to rain. Now, thankfully, we were all indoors for the reception, but this particular venue doesn't have like curbside parking for the building. So yeah, people were basically scrambling around in the rain, which is why I look the way I do. That kind of sucked. The loadout for this job was pretty rough, but everything else went okay. I'm gonna unload my car and just do a little time lapse for you guys. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna eat a whole bag of pretzel M&Ms and drink some peach tea, and that's that. So all in all, successful day. I'm pretty happy with everything. Learned a lot. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to come along for the ride. We'll see you in the next one.